What's up, guys? I recently got into fabric mods a few months ago, and I thought I'd share my favorite ones. All these mods are client-side, which means you can use them, and they don't need to be installed in the server to work. The mods are all compatible with each other, and don't break any of the mod rules for Towncraft. Let's get started. Wakes. The Wakes mod is a visual mod that adds particles in the water when something moves around. It's honestly pretty cool, and I love how the water looks now when you're moving around in a boat. Tiny item animations. This mod has a little animation whenever you pick up an item to move it in your hotbar. It's very clean and it'll fit right into your game. Telepistons. Adds a nice coating to the bottom layer of the piston extension and makes it look a bit nicer. Sodium. This mod is probably one of the best on this list. It's one of the best performance enhancer mods and works really well with a bunch of other mods. It can boost your FPS significantly even with a low-end computer. As well as Sodium, I would probably recommend installing Continuity and Indium, which are both mods that I don't have on this list, but work really well with Sodium. Smooth Swapping. Smooth Swapping is a nice visual mod that makes transferring items with Shift and right-click smoother. It's a very nice quality of life mod, and it's really customizable. Presence Footsteps. Presence Footsteps changes and adds a ton of footstep sounds in Minecraft. It's a really nice mod audio-wise and one of my favorites on this list for how much it adds to the game. Particle Rain. Particle Rain enhances rain by making it a particle effect, as well as adding some new particle features to the game. Deserts now have sandstorms, as well as Badlands having red sandstorms. Snow is now improved as well. Not Enough Animations. Not Enough Animations is easily the best player animation mod for Fabric right now. This mod includes a ladder climbing animation and lots of smaller ones that improve the game feel a lot. Mouse Wheelie. Mouse Wheelie allows you to move your mouse wheel to control how many items you send back and forth through your inventory and chests. It's a very simple mod, but it also allows you to sort your inventory by pressing the mouse wheel, although it's not shown here. Mod Menu. The mod menu is an essential for mods to make navigating mod settings easier and quicker. Most mods now have a settings page accessible through the mod menu. Legendary Tooltips. The Legendary Tooltips mod is a very nice visual mod that puts a border around all items and also recognizes rare items. It makes finding special loot better since it has a flashy border around the tooltips. Item Borders. Similar to Legendary Tooltips, the Item Borders puts a border around items in the inventory or chests. It makes rare loot feel a lot more special. Iris. Iris is a great mod that attaches to Sodium and adds shaders. The great thing about Iris is that you can easily turn off shaders and open the shaders menu with a click of a key. Very nice mod overall and offers a ton of shader support. Item Highlighter. Item Highlighter is pretty self-explanatory. It highlights new items that are in your inventory with a star in the top left of the item. It's useful for identifying new items that you might want to throw away in the future. First Person Mod. The First Person Mod is just the third person render while you're in your first person camera. It pairs really well with Not Enough Animations because of the first person view of the animations. It takes a bit of time to get used to it, but it does add to the realistic feel of the game. Falling Leaves. This mod adds falling leaves to all trees, not just cherry blossom. It's visually nice to look at and perfect for forest biomes. Explosive Enhancement. Explosive Enhancement changes the explosion effect from TNT and creepers, or anything else that might explode. This is better than the default vanilla one in my opinion, and will make explosions a bit more realistic and fun to look at. Enhanced Visuals. This mod improves visuals across the game, including damage and blood stains across the screen for a more realistic game feel. I personally like this mod because I get freaked out every time I take damage, so it causes me to be safer. Eating Animations. The Eating Animations mod adds an animation for eating any food, including rotten flesh and spider eyes. It also pairs well with the Not Enough Animations mod. Dynamic Crosshair. This mod changes the crosshair depending on what tool you have, what you're looking at, and how far you are away from a block. The thing I love about this mod is that the crosshair disappears when you're not in reach of a block and you aren't staring at the ground. It's nice if you don't like the bland crosshair in your face all the time. Detail Armor Bar. Detail Armor Bar adds textures to the armor bar depending on what armor you're using. This includes a turtle helmet and elytra, and also has an enchantment glint if the armor is enchanted. Camera Overhaul. This mod immensely changes the way your camera moves in-game with tilt and bob. It's pretty self-explanatory, and you can change the settings to make the tilt softer or more aggressive depending on your preferences. Better Third Person. The Better Third Person mod allows you to see your full character through the third person view, allowing for 360 degrees of movement in the first third person camera. It's very nice for viewing the entire area around you with third person without having to switch cameras constantly. Better F3. Better F3 is a great mod that makes the F3 menu a lot better to look at than the clunky vanilla one. It's a personal favorite of mine because it's very colorful and it's easy to find direction and coordinates. Better Clouds. This mod makes clouds transparent and more spread out, but in bigger chunks. This mod is great because the cloud placement is more realistic and they're generally nicer to look at. Ambient Sounds. Ambient Sounds adds ambient noise to cover up that deafening Minecraft silence in the background. It varies depending on what biome you are in, including caves and nighttime. I love this because it makes the game feel like you were genuinely in the environment of the game. Advancement Plaques. The Advancement Plaques mod adds a better achievement notification than the boring text one. It makes getting achievements feel special again and improves the overall feel of getting something cool done. Blur. This mod is a simple, complementary addition to the game by adding blur to the background of any UI you open. This just overall makes the game feel a bit more polished and put together. This is just a list of all the fabric mods I've been using recently and enjoy. Hopefully you can use these mods to make your game just a bit better.